Rella B. Are you ready for story time with me? Well, before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and get our bodies and our brains ready. So let's go ahead and start getting our bodies ready. Are you ready? Okay, so first, we are going to march in place. Get your marching position. Let's march, 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 march. We'll march, 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 march. Let's do it for another 10 seconds, okay? We're gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're getting our legs ready. Now let's go ahead and we're going to squat, okay? So put your legs shoulder width apart and we're gonna squat up and down, squat up and down, squat up and down, squat up and down. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now let's get our arms ready. Let's stretch them out. Reach across your body and pull. Stretch your shoulder, other arm, pull. Stretch your shoulder. Okay, let's bend down and touch our toes. Bend down, touch, touch, touch our toes. Touch, touch, touch. All right. Can we bend down and squat like a chair? Whoa, how long can you hold that? I can feel the burning and tingling in my legs. Let's try to hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. All right, give yourself a big hug. Big hug. All right, guys, let's go back inside to get ready for the story time. All right, friends, you know what time it is. It's time for Rella's riddle. If you're new here, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know how it works. I'm gonna give you 3 hints and then I'm gonna give you a few seconds to guess, all right? Okay, hint number 1. I am normally made of metal and I have lots of wires. Do you know what I am? Hint number 2. I can work without getting tired. Hint number 3, I am often written about in science fiction, books, and movies, but you can also find me around your house. What am I? Awesome. If you guessed a robot, you would be correct. And let's learn a couple more ways to say robot before we get into our story time. The first way you can say robot is in Spanish, and you say robot, robot, robot. That's how you say it in Spanish. Let's go ahead and find a couple different ways to say robot. In ASL, you would sign robot. Can you do that? Isn't that awesome? I bet you won't forget. All right, let's go ahead and get into the story time. Today we're going to be reading my first AI robot. Oh, do you guys know what AI means? You know that it stands for artificial intelligence? What does that mean? Artificial intelligence is almost like asking a computer for answers. Like sometimes you'll ask Alexa or Siri for answers, and it uses a whole bunch of information from the internet to answer your questions. So this is going to be the first AI robot. Nolan was so happy to play. Today was special. His 3rd birthday. His sister Addy had a surprise, a small robot friend named Jaz, just about his size. Jaz, the bot, wasn't a boy or a toy. It was a robot that Addy found along the way, lost and needing help to get back to the lab the next day. For now, Jaz would watch Addy and Nolan play with their friends, and Jaz learned from them from beginning to end. As the party wrapped up, Nolan said,
Jaz, my friend, you're not alone. With Addy and me, you found your second home.
Jaz let out a beep, with friends laughing nonstop. The music, the games, and so much more showed Jaz what friendship had in store. After the party, the night had only just begun. There was more fun and learning still to come. Addy and Nolan showed Jaz their toys and books. Jaz observed, absorbing with every look. After hours spent playing with their robot friend, Nolan and Addy's night finally came to an end. Nolan and Addy went to sleep while Jaz stayed quiet, not making a peep. Addy dreamed, Nolan snored, ever so light. Jaz processed, creating memories, watching all through the night. We know robots are smart, that's true, but Jaz realized it had much more to learn from humans too. As the sun came up and the night said so long, both woke up to Jaz's AI song. With all the laughter, music, and fun from the previous day, Jaz had learned to sing in its own unique way. Jaz, sounding like one of Nolan's toys, began to combine words with sounds. I read your books like you do. AI robots can watch, listen, learn, and grow just like you. Nolan and Addy truly loved this song, but now it's time for Addy and Jaz to mosey along. Both were set to go, reflecting on the time they spent. Off to the lab, Addy and Jaz went. Nolan stayed put, feeling a bit sad. Then he thought about the gadgets he had. From his new watch to his parents' car that doesn't use fuel, that's when he realized,
I just met my first AI robot. How cool! Maybe one day I can bring Jaz to school.
This is where we pause our story today, but you see, this isn't where their journey ends. No way. Ready for more learning and fun with Nolan, Jaz, Addy, and you? This story has just begun. The end. Wow, that was such an awesome story, right? I know that sometimes robots may seem intimidating, like computers and phones and tablets, but lots of ways they can help us, huh? You know what time it is. It's time to find out our co-creators. Show us co-creators in the app. Tell us, tap, tap, tap. Hello, smartphone, tell us today. Did all our friends have fun and play? I hear my friend Naria.ai had fun today. Oh my goodness, I don't know about you guys, but do you love the stories as much as I do? I know that I like to create stories too. Naria.ai will help you create your own story and illustrate it. If you love it a lot, you can actually get a physical copy sent to you. And if you just want to look at it every once in a while, the online version is free. So I definitely recommend that you go and check out Naria.ai and create your own story. If you would like to be a Rella B participant and co-creator, definitely go to the Want to Participate tab where you can learn all the different ways to participate with everything Rella B books. Thanks so much for joining me today. Toodles!